No matter what happened, I figure it out because I have the will to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. But I want to get to another instance too. You know what I'm saying? Where this woman basically came, she basically is doing check fraud. And I want you to look at the mannerisms of these people, right? And again, the reason why this girl handled this so poorly was because of, again, feminine leadership. She didn't raise with her mother. Her mother got on baggy clothes and shit. And here she is. You know, the only reason why they had a hard time with her is because of that weight. If she was an appropriate weight, they'd have been able to get her out that chair. But this is what's going on. So basically, we're gonna play it. Fair use. Okay, so she supposedly came in there about this check. So I'm what I'm gathering is she deposited a huge fraudulent check in her account, and she wants to pretend that this is money from a settlement that she had, and she thought that was it, and then she came down to address it. So I'm assuming she spent some of the money, and she had no choice. And this is another reason why I got love for Big Shirley, but I gotta leave Big Shirley alone, bro. The way she arrogantly handles the way she handles this whole thing. What you about to see is one of the reasons why black men struggle to have relationships with black women, and why black women struggle to have friendships and relationships. Is because, you're gonna really see a complete disconnect from accountability with this woman. Okay, now mind you, she knows that she's done a crime, and she's coming there, and I get it. I get that she don't want to go to jail, right? But when it all goes down, I want you to see this whole breakdown. Fair use. Ooh, boy, I hate the sound of a number in the dash. Boy, somebody read you a dash, a case number. They go, what? What? No bad juju. So okay. This is a way that women will try to hide the fact that they're an idiot, or that they're stupid, or they think they're women always think that they can hide who they are from you, and because in her mind, again, but listen, that's a part of being good at lying. You like George Costanza says, it's not a lie if you believe it. In her mind, right? She thinks that in her mind, she thinks that I'm going to just maintain my frame, and I'm gonna keep asserting myself, and you know what? And I'm gonna say something else. I blame you weak ass Mitches for this, because it's a weak man somewhere who also tolerated the shit. She got a skinny boyfriend somewhere who be piping her down. Nigga, she bought him mad Jordans. She bought that nigga mad weed. All right, that nigga got a Hellcat. He got every matter of fact, he got all the money probably. He got a Hellcat that he already crashed. You feel me? But anywho, but yeah, so she's coming in. First of all, she wore this to the bank to go have a serious conversation. She couldn't even put on a blouse. But sorry, excuse me. She couldn't even put on a blouse. So she thinks that she's going to intimidate these cops. And towards the end, you're going to also see the disconnect between reality, and because you got to realize that this may be a regular sane person, but because of her upbringing, because of the poor leadership, because I'm saying, you want to see her mama, who her mama ain't shit. You know her mama ain't shit. Goodness gracious. Check it out. Let it roll. Fair use. Her mother. Listen, you see this shit? You see his outfit? You know her mama. You know her mama trouble. This is first of all, yo. When you got a stud mama, I think she got a stud mommy. When you got a stud mama, you know the problematic. Ain't no such thing as you having a stud mother and your life is together. Yo, stud moms always got kids in the street in the worst situation. You know what I'm saying? The absolute worst situation. Goodness gracious. She's not, no matter. She has a legal situation. Her mother came in there like Kramer. She came. She just opened that shit like they in a sitcom. Hey, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. And what was crazy is also how ill-equipped both of them are to deal with the law. These is the moms. These who be raising your kid. Your girl is on some. Listen, to me, everything's a spectrum. I've been saying everything's a spectrum before Coach Greg, but shout out to Coach Greg. Everything is a spectrum. If you a black guy and you dating black women, she's on the spectrum for this kind of thinking. Okay. Not only that, also we already know in the community, black women and their daughters, the more dysfunctional they are, the more they're like partners in crime. You know what I mean? Like, she popped up as if, anywho. That man said, if you interfere with my investigation, now mind you, he has authority, and you'll see them both over talk him. Not only that, look at how patient the white man is very patient, and they cut this down. This has been edited down. White man's been very patient. He's very patient before this shit starts going left. Yo, she just punked him. Like, she think that this is really a hood booger. You know what chick is a hood rat? That where ain't no one in their family about shit when they think they could talk to. Not only that, you talking to law enforcement. You're under investigation talking greasy. You would think she had proof. All right, and this is what men. This is another reason why men can't have relationships is because these people seem really believable. See how believable she seems? Like, you would think that basically they're tripping. They're tripping and she ain't did nothing. Check it out. A payday loan. She done told two different lies. First, you got a settlement. So you saying that you expected a settlement for an amount greater than $50,000 or whatever they said, right? Then it's your cousin is going to deposit a check. First of all, if your cousin got over $50,000, why do they have to deposit a check of that amount into your account? Fam, come on, man. She is demanding to see the evidence. Yo. Now he spends the next 5 minutes trying to arrest her. Fair use. He already made it clear that you are in trouble. Ma'am, you are in trouble. Not only that, you have been rude and difficult the entire time, ma'am. Oh my goodness gracious. He spends about 5 minutes trying to arrest her. All right, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Now, mind you, the little girl. Oh, listen, the girl always comes out. Men need to understand because black men, yo, y'all be believing with me. Y'all really be believing all this tough shit. They all listen. When I look in your eyes, I can always see that little girl. If I look in a woman's eyes, because the thing is, you know why? Because her will not stronger than mine. She not tougher than me. Don't ever let no woman think she tougher than you, because she gonna treat you. She gonna try to. That's woman's nature to try to punk you, bro. That's just what you know what I'm saying. That's just her nature. But anyway, with this story also again, it furthers the point of black women wanting black men to think that they out here getting it, and that they live their life of luxury. And the thing is that I don't realize that when other women hear y'all talk like that and hear y'all talk this way, you drive them to think that I need to have these expensive things to keep up, to be happy. And it's not that you can't have a house in the hills, you can't have a Mercedes, but yo, this shit take time. I had to learn the hard way, like, yo, shit take time. And not that I experienced no crazy success, but it would have been better for me to experience making an extra 20, 30K a year. You know what I'm saying? Which would have still been very, very good, and made that money consistently for 3 or 4 years, and then left my job. But I'm glad that things went how it went, because like, yo, like, shit, I'm good. This only has to be mildly successful for a long period of time for me to have my retirement, and have my disposable income, and be, living good. And I'm telling you right now, 6 packs TV, 6 packs t-shirts, 6 packs lube, 6 packs kids, 6 packs cheeseburgers. What's up? Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Legacy, legacy, legacy. She is screaming at the police. It is common knowledge. You cannot fight the cops. No one has ever said you have in the history of niggas. No one has ever gotten out of an investigation by simply just yelling. And real talk, but in the hood, this is how hood chicks do things. They think that when they have an altercation, they can just black the fuck out, and because what happens sometimes if the stakes are low, people will let it go. People may back down or whatever, or that person will feel like, you know what? Last time I saw you, you wilded out. You know what I mean? And what this does, this is kind of behavior. People will let this go because they get to where they don't want to deal with the stress of you. But what happens is that person goes throughout life feeling like, yo, this is what I can do. And I told y'all I was going to show y'all these K-Dot fans. It's a K-Dot fan that helped her do this whole thing. Okay? I'm sorry. We got to address this real quick. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I'm the best dressed dude ever, right? But my nigga, listen. I noticed a commonality with niggas who really be trying to support this nigga, all right? Or who was anti-Drake. And I didn't pick up on that, understand it, so I got older. Men who dry women up, you know, make them go. Men who dry women up, in particular, they like the idea of Drake losing to Kendrick, or Drake being down. Fan, Drake's numbers have not slipped one bit for the last year, and I constantly see posts on Twitter talking about basically this is the end. This, you know, people don't want to hear that no more. I'm like, and that's why Kendrick music is ass. His music sucks, bro. It's not exciting whatsoever. It's not. It doesn't demonstrate that I know what sound. A part of good music is, first of all, before rap, good music was graded on, did this shit sound good? Was the instruments played well? Is it a good singer? Is it a good song? Do I enjoy it? You breaking down the lyrics and appreciation of lyrics come later. Period. Because if that's the case, then Dead Prez should be the biggest art. Then that means that black people love Dead Prez. Y'all niggas love Slum Village. Huh? Huh? That means you niggas love Talib Kweli. You love Logic. You love the Lupe Fiasco should be the biggest artist. That means that you all secretly love Lupe Fiasco, because these are all niggas who so-called rap or do rapidy rap. But it's not about that. It's just about, you don't want someone around. It's the same reason why niggas don't when niggas with six packs take their shirts off. Keeping it stacked with you. No, but you know, you feel like, all right, what are you doing that for? Because the nigga with the six pack is going to make you self-conscious about where you are with your shit. You understand? And that's what it's always going to be when you're around lesser vessels, when you're around people who don't have ambition. That's why niggas hated Jay. Niggas hated Jay because Jay made niggas have to improve. Niggas had to get their bag together. Niggas had to get a nicer car. I mean, for better or worse. I mean, but you had to be better. All right. Jay was one of niggas coming into the game. He wasn't filthy rich, but he already had a nice car. He already had a little bit of money. Now they might have been faking the funk a little bit, but yo, they was buying bottles of Cristal and buying expensive liquor in the clubs and whatnot, and that's how they promoted. All right, they would come through and spend a bunch of money in the club, and people would be like, "Yo, who was this dude?" And what that did was help them. But that's how you build relationships. You understand? You build relationships by getting the attention of the movers and shakers and getting the attention of powerful people. They always respect you being willing to invest in your image. Oh yeah, that weight starting to come down. Yeah, buddy. Starting to be able to see the muscles in my neck again. I don't know why I've been so bloated. But all right, man, take a quick break. Anyway, so back to these Drake fans, right? So a Drake fan does pop up at the end of this video with the young lady who basically is doing bank fraud, and she wants to act like she ain't doing bank fraud. But that's also characteristic of a Kendrick Lamar fan. You saw the gaslighting, the arrogance. You know what I'm saying? All the sign language was on Super Saiyan sign language. Her hair was turning gold. Do you understand? You see her face? She is yelling at the police officer. Now he's arresting her because he's trying to get her to cooperate and give a statement. She wasn't under arrest yet, but she said, "I'm not going to give a statement." It was a series of it was the energy, right? Listen, when y'all, that's another reason why. Black women, you're gonna have to lose that weight, bro. You listen. You need
Party with Beyonce.
work out and do a dance party with Beyonce. Because listen, without you getting that dance party with Beyonce, your ass is too big, and you being too big makes you seem like more of a threat. This guy seems more threatened, and also the bigger you are, the less attractive you are, the less patience we have with you overall. Another reason why, like, yo, I'm straight. I want to just do my work, man. I turned 38 in October. You understand? And listen, it's some women out there my age who look good. And women older than me that look good, right? But goddamn, nigga, she gonna put you through it. It ain't gonna be no fantasy where it's like, yo, she smooth with it. She know what to say. She at least could charm. You know what I mean? Well, it basically give you a good deal. You understand? But yo, I mind my business, man. But so. Kind of find out that there was a K-Dot fan outside that was supporting her this whole time. He might be the brains of the operation, bro. All right, and we're going to move forward to that. But let's go ahead and go through this arrest. He done asked her to stand up mad times now. So now the arrest is underway. Now, if she was an appropriate weight, they could have got this done a lot faster. But because of the cargo, you know what I mean, and the equipment, I feel like, is it two white guys? Man, listen. When you know that the fat of your back could get exposed, or your stomach could pop out at any moment, you should not be getting into it with no police or resisting arrest. That is what, as an adult, that is one of the most especially when you black. You should have, and that's how we know that, yo, you think you're invincible. all black folks know not to resist arrest or to fight a police officer. My nigga, you have fought the cops. You came down to declare your name and wind up fighting the cops. And you know what else too? This might have been a viable plan to her. She thought she was gonna come down here and just say, "Yo, I got a settlement. I'm waiting on a check." And I keep telling y'all, black folks, especially you K-Dot fans, y'all think the world revolves around you. I think black women in general think that when they go on TikTok and tell all their business and whatnot, that no one else in the world can see it. And no one who's not black is going to see it. No one who's not in our culture is going to see it. Because a lot of things that we saying do need context and historical context for it to make any kind of sense. Which kind of lets us know, where we are at this point, right? And again, feminine leadership leads you to have a delusional way of thinking where you're not able to appropriately solve problems. Because this check fraud thing was supposed to be her way of solving the problem. Okay? So now she's being arrested, her back fat is out, and now we done found out that ain't no cakes back there. Oh, I can't stand a big girl with no cakes. I think this is her mother. This kind of outfit that you have on when you ain't got no clothes. You see, your mama. This is the outfit your mama wear when she ain't got no clothes. Why are you wearing a white button up? Like what? Yo, like studs be wearing like because studs mostly just be trying to like dress up like dads. You know what I'm saying? This is what she think a dad be wearing. You know what I mean? Like, no, actually, her mom don't look too bad. My bad. She don't seem that rough. I might clean her up. Put a little TLC into her. This whole posture, look at this posture, y'all. This is basically what she's doing is she's putting her, 95% of communication is nonverbal. She's already communicating. When people take stances and do body language, what she's doing is, for the most part, her body language is saying, "This is ridiculous. What's going on? I don't understand." What I'm saying, and it's meant to make the person listening question what they're saying to you, and slow them down. You know what I'm saying, and disrupt their line of what can I say? Their train of thought. These are all tactics to buy time when someone's trying to lie to you. All right, like she know goddamn well her daughter got that money. Y'all all spent that money. Okay, y'all bought seafood. Don't lie, you bought seafood.
They don't know what's going on.
They never had my back.
A time was had. Okay, somebody got a white Nissan Altima. Somebody, hold on.
I snap my fingers. You'll forget that you ever gave.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to keep that?
No. Well, first of all, shut up. Mind your business.
You feel me? You feel me? But that K-Dot stand is getting ready to pop up. This is exactly how you K-Dot fans be looking too. Matter of fact, all the black people in this video is K-Dot fans, but this nigga who's going to pop up in a little bit, and when you see his car, his outfit, everything about this shit says that he likes the song "Not Like Us." He really feel like Drake took a L and Drake needs to just go away. Okay, wait till you see him. I be trying to tell black women, them high hands, you gotta lower your hands when you talk to people. Your hands being too close to your shoulders and your chin makes you more of a threat. Shorty right here, she has her hands at waist level.
So did you hit my child though, sir?
No, but she hit me.
Okay.
It's all body.
What was going to happen? Like, were you going to fight the police officer? Sorry, y'all.
The video from the sheriff's office. Please don't approach me.
Yeah. You know, wait from me, like seriously. So yeah, just calm down. I didn't do nothing. That's all I tried to tell you. All right, well, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. We're gonna figure it out. Just go ahead.
Fair use.
Let me go get my papers. Sir, can you look at me?
So apparently, somehow he got pictures of this nigga right here, and this is the K-Dot family. This nigga right here loves. He genuinely thought GNX was fire. This is him right here. This nigga. Not him holding the paper next to his face.
What's your name? Felton Charles. You want to give me a statement? Yeah. Well, a check was deposited into her account, and it's a fake check. Would you like to give me a statement? Well,
This shit getting ready to escalate. But I wanted you to see, yo, you K-Dot fans, listening to Kendrick Lamar's gonna get y'all into all kinds of trouble and nefarious. They probably was playing that Kendrick shit, you know what I mean, on the way to doing this lick right here. And this picture right here, he pulled the play in that GNX shit, and he played it through the you know, like through like the whole thing. Like the car don't got Bluetooth, so he got one of those devices for niggas who got cars without Bluetooth.
just told you what I'm currently investigating. Mr. Charles, do you want to give me a statement or? That's not what my statement's going to be about. I just told you a counterfeit check was deposited in her account.
Does my name on it? Is my name on it anything? I don't have nothing to do with it. What about it?
He said, what about that? Oh, you see his nigga teeth. This whole outfit says, nigga, I'm up to no good.
Duplicate. What about it?
Is that you?
No, that ain't me.
It looks like you.
Well,
Nigga, why'd you say what about that if it ain't you? Oh man, his hands done got too high. His hands, my man to the right, man, he just ready for this shit to be over. He want to go back on his phone. He want to get back to watching Baki on Netflix. And my man right here, he doing the average college commercial like, well, you sitting at home being a loser anyway. Just go to Everest. Go to this random school you never heard of. But nah, real talk. It's how you K-Dot fans be looking.
do what you want to do. Come on, let's ride.
You see this shit right here? That nigga don't got nothing. He has nothing. First of all, there's a kid in the back of the car. Whose child is this? And that it was crazy was my man caught his hands like, all right,
No, I'm not.
and then he let him go.
It looks like you.
Well, do what you want to do.
Yo, he playing music in his headphones. Watch how smoothly he just catches his hands and grabs him. I don't think he's paying. Yo, my man not paying no attention to the whole interaction, son.
Come on, let's ride.
He said let's ride.
You keep on asking me something. I'm telling you. Ask for a ride to the bank. I can't give her a ride to the bank. I mean, the statement you want me to give. Stop yelling because you pissing me off. You keep on asking me the same thing over and over and over. It's asking me.
What we see his belt. Ooh, god damn! This is all this shit says struggle. This whole setting says GNX.
If you want to talk to him about this,
I don't know nothing about a case. She asked me to give him a statement.
talk with him about it.
For what? I don't know nothing. I just know what I know.
I'll tell you what.
Do I want to give him a statement?
Woo! See the boots. What are those? This is the outfit of the K-Dot fan.
My statement. She asked for a ride to the bank. I can't give her a ride.
Mr. Charles, I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. I'll give you a card with a phone number and the case number on it. If you decide you want to give me a statement about that check being deposited into her account, you can give me a call, okay?
You pissing me off. You trying to manipulate me right now. That's what you really trying to do.
No.
Hey, look.
All I did was ask if you wanted a statement. I tell you what, if you decide you want to give me a statement concerning that check, you give me a call, okay? I'm waiting for my.
All right, well, shoot, I thought he got jammed up in it. So he got away with it. He got away with it. But he didn't get away with it. Cause I started to say that he was the main bad guy, and maybe he put up to it. Maybe he did. But you know what, though? He has all the makings of the kind of nigga that can be led by some women or be convinced to do some shit by some women. Also, make note of the color and the make of that car. All people who have cars that color. You see the color of this car, y'all? All people with cars this color got mad problems and a lot of anger. He ain't play it cool at all. He really didn't have to say much. He could have just said, hey, listen, my name is so-and-so. I just gave her a ride. He's starting to get upset. Those are dead. Listen, when people start showing you stress, that's a dead giveaway that, yo, they lying. They're trying to manipulate you. Nasty work.
Statement. She asked for a ride to the bank. I can't give her a
Mr.
ride.
Charles. Mr. Charles.
Mr. Charles.
This is what we'll do. I'll give you a card.
Don't you really?
Believe so.
Because it had braids in the hair. It had,
You can take some pictures of me.
is that him or
I
not?
believe so.
Because it had braids in the hair.
Here, so they can take some pictures of me.
Is that him?
No. All I did was that. I'm waiting for my evidence guys to get up here so they can take some pictures of me.
Is that him or not?
I believe so.
Because it had braids in the hair. It had braids. That's the mama.
I believe it is him. He gave me his name. He does.
It had braids.
He
He
keeps
had
saying.
braids on the picture.
I think that's him.
Yeah, he keeps saying he doesn't want to give me a statement.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm not trying to be ugly, sir. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Like, I really don't know what's going on. Like,
They all trying to play dumb. Everybody trying to play the y'all. I just want to know what's going on. I'm just listen. They all trying to build up their alibi because what they wanted to happen was they wanted to be able to spend that money, right? And then they really thought they could. It was someone's idea to say we're gonna just say that we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? We gonna say as five broke people who don't make 20,000. You know what I'm saying in 3 months, right? We're gonna spend 20. They spend a significant amount of that money. Now, if it would have just been Netflix coming out and you making your regular purchases and everything, then you can really lie and say, "Hey, I didn't know." But obviously, you've made purchases in the one. Oh man. And also, we don't know what where the check came from. You know, I'm sorry, my bad. They made the bad check. What am I saying? They're the ones who put the bad check in there. I'm over here going with the logic of it just appeared out of nowhere, and she just she just said, all right, well, there's $50,000 in my account. It's time for me to go ahead and ball till I fall.
I really don't. Okay. Let's get back. Okay. I don't do baseball. So, yeah, let's get that.
So I do think, oh goddamn, this goddamn truck is a few different colors. Goddamn, y'all. I got Vitiligo.
This is your van?
Woo! I'm trying to tell you. These Kendrick fans don't be having their own car.
So I'm gonna go let them know that they can go. Ma'am.
Who got this old ass car here? Man, they better not get too close to that car. That window gonna roll down and they're gonna slap the shit out of y'all.
Go, just let y'all know that tire's low.
Okay.
I don't want y'all to have a blowout or something.
Oh, girl.
Alright.
Not old
So
girl.
you gonna be at the office where she's going?
I'm going to do my paperwork, and she's going to be booked into the Compton Correctional Center at
Okay, I'm
54
sorry
James
she
Road.
did that to your eye.
It's part of the job. I completely understand. It shouldn't have happened.
Oh, that was his. Okay, that was his face. Oh wow, she hit him really bad. Oh wow, she hit him really bad. That was his face, y'all. Oh man, wow, that sucks. Yo, she put a gash in his face, bro. But anyway, those them Kendrick fans, man. But let's go ahead and get to the stats, man. Let's get to the boys. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about what did I miss, man. Let's do a quick little deep dive. I'm up. I'm ready. No, fuck that. Let's go to a Drake stat. Check it out. Drake's got. Hold on, can you see my face? Drake's got the most songs in Apple Music's top 500 of all times. Most of these rappers only made the list because Drake gave them a feature. Future. What rappers? Oh, The Weeknd, J. Cole. Is that? Do Post Malone and Drake got songs? I know him and Lil Baby got songs, right? But Drake got 38 songs in the top 500 of all time. The reason why we're going to talk about that, my boy, because we got to always acknowledge who makes shit happen. Y'all niggas be wanting a daddy, but you hate daddy, though. Got to realize that black culture has a deep vitriol for any kind of male prominence. That's another thing too. You niggas is always proving that. Now, okay, one of the many reasons why you felt as though Kendrick was victorious was because he made it a black and white thing, and to the point where we make if you are a quarter black, we want to make you black. Niggas used to call Bill Clinton the first black president because he smoked weed and he played jazz saxophone in the 90s. For you young people that's watching, and that lets you know where we was at in terms of like how we see the world. And that's the instance in which how black folks show you that we think that you should be president because we like you. It's because you're like, but basically because you're a cool nigga. And in our community, listen, being a cool nigga is very valuable. I ain't gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. I work hard and put a lot of diligence into being a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, hold on. What?
Abiding citizen. Bitch, I've been trapping. I'm like 5th generation trapper, you fucking slut. I know the power of dick, bro. I give bitches dick.
Okay. I don't know why I played that, but I've been waiting for a time to play that. You know what I'm saying? You know, just
Fat, bro. I pick my stomach up. I put my stomach on bitches' back when I'm in the doggy like, you waggity bitch. Wow, fucked your homegirl last night. Didn't pull out, homie. What's up, homie? Bitch, look at me.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep playing those sound bites. But shout out to the K-Dot fans. But now, real talk. Like I've been thinking a lot about this shit. I'm gonna keep developing this concept about how, for one, a lot of you black men, you want a daddy. Like, not so much even about. It's not even so much about resources, right? You want the attention of daddy. A lot of you black men want the attention of whoever you perceive to be the alpha male. A lot of y'all don't know. There we go. That's a good one. A lot of you black men, you don't know how to be friends with niggas. Like, you don't know how to not be a cuck. Because a lot of you men, what you do is you put yourself into a bull cuck. That's why I started using the bull cuck metaphor. You put yourself into a bull cuck mindset when you see another man be great. Because in your mind, him being great is like y'all both fucking the same girl, but you gotta watch him fuck your girl and watch him fuck your girl better with a better body and a bigger penis. You put yourself there. Okay? Because the reality is this: I have 2 different lives and 2 different paths. All right, what you can do, the healthy thing to do is, oh, that's really cool, man. You know, I can learn from him. Not. Well, man, what you got a six pack for? You know what I'm saying? You should have a belly. What? I mean, I know I ain't nowhere near having a 6-pack, but I'm not going to hate on a nigga having a 6-pack. I ain't gonna lie, it's a crazy pursuit. You understand? But to each his own, you feel me? But anywho, I mentioned that stat again because listen, I heard Angry Man make this point earlier about how black people think that it's acceptable or it's cool or it's a good thing to downplay someone's accomplishments. All right, and again, one of the reasons why black folks do that is because we give up. Because again, we've let the losers and those of us who have poor genes, those of us who are unintelligent, those of us who are ugly, who are low class. That's who's had the most kids, especially if they're FBA. Only those kind of people are having a bunch of kids. Intelligent people, all right. Higher class people, higher class black folks, and they're having 1 and 2 kids. So again, these people outnumber us, and then not only that, social media and hip hop gives a voice to these kind of people, and also makes their aesthetic, the way they talk, their lingo, makes it popular. Right? But anywho. All right, so we have an intro. Should I start over again? Okay, I can start over again. I can be better. You ready? Okay, cool. Let's get it. So, back to the daddy conversation. So, Drake is Kendrick Lamar's daddy, and he makes it evident every chance he gets. So, it's to the point now where you can't mention Kendrick without mentioning Drake. Not only that, it's not like Kendrick is alluding to the beef, hinting at it. Nigga, you made the biggest moment of your career at the Super Bowl on the biggest stage possible, and it was Drake's show. You brought out 2 women that Drake had sex with to perform where you are really gay, sir. And this again, like I said before, in the hierarchy of Negroes, right? In the hierarchy of Negroes within the black male space of the hierarchy of Negroes, dark skinned ninjas sit at the top in terms of privilege. They have special privileges. They do not have to live in reality. They do not have to be nice people. They don't have to be fair. None of that shit. All right, and they are the ones who can always invoke the race war, what we want to call it, but basically, you know like how you niggas get. If you make it black versus white, it's we gotta get our get back, and it's no, no, it's lazy. That's just you wanting to give into being a savage because you don't have an outlet for your desires. At the end of the day, we all want to see somebody suffer. That's why we like. That's why we like to watch rough sex on corn. That's why we enjoy watching hard contact sports. That's why we like watching things where someone wins and loses. To a certain degree, you want to see someone lose. You want to see the bad guy lose. You want to see the bad guy die in a movie. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the other team lose. You want to see that boxer get his ass kicked. You want to see that MMA fighter get their ass kicked. That's somebody suffering. Okay? You want to see something hardcore on Pornhub. You want to see suffering there. To a certain degree. I'm joking. I'm joking, man. I said I'm joking. Well,
Wow, fucked your homegirl last night and pull out, homie. What's up, homie? Bitch, look at me.
all right.
Do you see the light bill? I see it. You can't be just.
Y'all want daddy, but here's the thing about daddy though too. Nothing's possible without daddy. And this whole scene right here, right? People talking about. That niggas not sound so corny talking about how great this was. This was a bunch of old niggas celebrating Kendrick basically coming back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? So it shit says, knowing what we know now, the pop out hit different. These is all a bunch of niggas that can't sell no records. No disrespect to them niggas there, but these is all a bunch of niggas that can't sell no records. A bunch of niggas with no more. There was no other superstars on stage except for him. And I'm saying, and again, the craziest thing about all this is that if it wasn't for Drake, none of this shit would be happening even now. On mad levels, for one, he would have never got this big without Drake. Pause. Two, fam, that nigga was ice cold. This whole concert is basically about Drake. These niggas came out to see you do the record about Drake. You understand? My man Kofi Champ said, and none were able to sell 400K the first week. It's a lot of heavy hitters on that stage, man. And I bring this up because you cannot let people who aren't your peers, who aren't on your level, define who you are or tell you that, hey, we're in the same space and you should listen to me. Sometimes you have to tell niggas, nah, nigga, I'm not listening to you. You're a loser. Shut up. One of the reasons why I'm going to keep going over this shit, the reason why, don't get me wrong, as I got more aggressive and more ambitious and I really needed an encouragement, that's when I started listening to Drake again and I started really enjoying Drake's music because I'm where he's at mentally. I'm still getting better. I'm still leveling up. No, I'm not getting younger. I was already young. I'm a man. I'm just getting better. I can still do more push-ups than most you young niggas anyway. Anytime you're ready, listen, and I'm still about 40 pounds from my goal weight, about 25 from being a huge threat to you niggas, about 40 from being in my final form. You better hope I don't lose that 40 pounds. Yeah, buddy. Guaranteed. Anywho, but the black community always resents any kind of authority figure. You saw that earlier in the other video where old girl was getting arrested. All right, her life is changing. She is not in a dominant position whatsoever, and she is arguing with this man to the point where she's resisting arrest, to the point where she has broken several more laws aside from a huge one in bank fraud. We all know money is a major issue. Miami. Okay, you see the light bill?
Do you see the light bill?
Do you see the light bill?
You can't be just.
You know what I'm saying?
This what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
Super ridiculous.
Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
All right, man. Let's go through some of these lyrics, man. Listen, your boy's on a different path right now, bro. So this is actually a bar that's being debated online, and what the Kendrick fans are trying to do is act like this bar is not fire. So Drake said, yeah, niggas get punched in their face on some TLC shit on the dead guys. Some TLC shit, because my nigga, you gonna need a chili ice pack for your left eye. That scheme is crazy to get off on beat. You got niggas on Twitter arguing about whether or not this is a good bar. Somebody wrote, Bing, boom, bang, boom, bam, had Kendrick fans acting like he was saying some type of deep underlining meaning. Beef, shattered rap for the worst. So Kendrick fans are trying to argue that basically anyone supporting Drake, basically anyone who thinks that Drake's good music is good, they're a part of the problem, because basically they don't want Kendrick. Makes you meet him more than halfway. Kendrick has conditioned his fans over the years to accept the fact that he don't make joints. The whole appeal of Kendrick has always been, oh wow, okay, they let you in here. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, I guess you're here. You're on a Taylor Swift song. Oh shit, Lady Gaga was supposed to be on "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe," the original version, and amazing vocals, by the way. Shout out to Lady Gaga. I thought that was extra weird that she knew who you was, that she talked about being a fanny. When Lady Gaga tweeted to Kendrick, "When's your album coming out so I can go back to the club?" And I remember thinking in my head, what Kendrick songs would play in the fucking club? What are you talking about? What Kendrick doesn't have club songs, and why would they play Kendrick in the club? Because I felt like at that time Kendrick was able to get hot because the internet made to where different kinds of artists could be appealing, because basically someone like Kendrick, right, had his own lane. Section 80 and Damn are his two best albums because they're the most understandable, and the songs move in a way that feel good, not in a way that's kind of again, like Good Kid, Mad City is cool, but a lot of the songs are kind of like very much like, how can I say, like it needs context. I have to kind of play, you can't play those songs by themselves really. You kind of have to play the whole album, which kind of deters you from playing the album. If I had to listen to the whole thing for the songs that make sense, again, they're not bad songs at all. But when I first heard Good Kid, Mad City, I noticed that there wasn't really anything on here that I could vibe to. It wasn't anything on here that I can really enjoy. Mad City the first time I heard it, because I felt like the records weren't moving me. They didn't move like records. Everything was like a challenge to my ears. Like, and mind you, I wasn't driving nice shit back then. I would never play none of that Kendrick shit in my car. All right, I'm saying I drive my car nicer than most people's cars. I don't play Kendrick in my car like that. You know what I'm saying? I played Rich Spirit for a while, but now that's over. My bad, y'all. I still got that open. Another example of pretty much, for the most part, like I said before, what losers want to do is always create a version of you that they can handle, a version of you that they can defeat, and want everyone else to think that version of you is who you really are. They always want people to think that, no, he's not who he says he is. She ain't really that bad. He ain't really that rich. He ain't that good at basketball. He ain't that good at ping pong. He can't beat me at Connect Four. These run-on jokes doing anything for y'all? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Yo, you Kendrick fans, I think I probably got like 50 comments on one of these videos so far, bro. Like, yo, you Kendrick niggas is on, that's why I say, yo, I have to make more of these videos, bro. Yep, this shit is so like one of my videos I did on this recently is getting a lot of views actually. So I was just saying, like, yo, I need to get to where like my videos do 10,000 views, and we are going to get there. But anyway, but going back to this shit right here, my man said, soon as the Iceman stepped outside his own city, someone called him a bitch. So yeah, so mind you, this is when again this is when Drake's in Toronto, right? So this is their interpretation of that whole exchange.
Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't get shot now. We'll fold that up right now. Stop it.
So this is Drake having a confrontation with a pedestrian. The pedestrian did not let off shots. The pedestrian did not yell back. The pedestrian did not threaten Drake back. The pedestrian didn't do anything to Drake. The interpretation when a Drake hater sees that post with, rather than saying, "Damn, why the old boy feels though he needed to disrespect him." One of the reasons why, and let me tell you something. Whenever a man co-signs another man randomly disrespecting someone, and in this instance right here, they're basically saying that, oh well, because I'm jealous of who you are, because I know that anyway, because I'm jealous of who you are, because it's popular and accepted to hate on you. I'm going to basically just say that everything you do is corny, and this is something that black people do to black men. It's exclusive to black men. Only black men have to deal with this fucking dynamic of basically, no matter what you do, what situation you're in, because what you have is people around you who are trying to find a way for you to be wrong. All right, and this is the kind of things that induce insanity, because you find yourself trying to prove a point that doesn't matter. Broke nigga activity. These are the activities that keep you broke. Listen to Kendrick music, gonna keep you broke. You will never prosper or make no money. Listen to fucking Kendrick, because that's not what that's for. That shit is to make you feel like you keeping it real. All right, that you're somehow close to your roots. You understand? Whatever the fuck. But again, if you got motion, you want to hear shit that's moving the world, my nigga. And I made a point. The point of the video, man, is that Drake is just a better person in general. Now, I mean, that list I showed you earlier, most of the rappers on that list that was on the top, basically the rappers who had the most streamed songs on Apple Music, because of a Drake feature, right? Okay. Shout out to Kev Talks, man. He posted this, and it says, first Yeba, Pimmy, Elkin, and now her. German artist Evine did the background vocals on Drake's What Did I Miss? It wasn't a sample. Drake is really giving some international talent shine and changing lives. Money trees globally. So this is the girl. So I had no idea that this was going on. And this is what we're talking about right here, where Drake is always introducing us to a new talent. Not only that, a new talent that's viable that people are actually going to like. Most of the niggas that's hot right now got a Drake feature in the beginning of their career, or at some point in a pivotal part of their career, and that Drake feature helped. Okay? And going back to being daddy, if you a man, right, the leader becomes more confident through the support of those around him, right? And having a good amount of cheerleaders and everything, because it makes the leader more confident in their vision and their ability to create plans and see them through. Not only that, the leader also feels as though I have the pressure, I have the expectation to succeed, because my people are waiting for me to succeed, or they're relying on me to know what to do. But in that role, you're gonna find times that when you experience opposition from the people that you lead, you can, especially when it comes to your family. I had this experience with my child mother the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I'm daddy. I'm not coming to you to ask you for nothing. You coming to me asking. Our relationship is you coming to me asking. I don't ask you to do or for nothing. We got two different roles. I don't rely on you. You mostly rely. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is for most men. If you're doing something, never lose sight of the actual things you do. Don't let anyone make you think the good things you do in life, because that's evil. That's the devil. They're a demon. That is demonic. You know how much it tears at someone's psyche for them to do a good thing to help someone, or to, especially when you help someone. It is a very how can I say, it's a terrible experience helping someone and the person you're helping attacking you. I've dealt with that on so many different levels with so many different people. But that is the life of someone who prospers. That's the life of a productive man. That's the life of a man who can create. That's the life of being the leader. That's the life of being daddy. But the part of being daddy is that you cannot be an effective father or an effective leader by collaborating and welcoming so many opinions and validating so many opinions. A lot of times it's going to be tough. It's really hard. Pause. But a lot of times the only way you can handle a lot of different things is shutting the fuck up. Anyway, hopefully my audio didn't come out bad. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me if you watched the whole thing. You know what I mean?
I'm fat, bro. I pick my stomach up. I put my stomach on bitches' back when I'm in the doggy like, you raggedy bitch.
Anyway. Alright, we about to be out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Word, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Where is it? Where is that?